hi. I said hi. Hola. Shalom. Bonjour. Aloha. Dzień dobry. Jambo sana. Sup. Those are different ways of saying hello from all over the world. We're going to be doing some music today from all over the world. My name is Dave Ruch, and I'm really glad you guys are with me. Popoado fero satade. Popoado fero satade. Popoado, 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 popoado fero satade. Many years ago, in the African country of Nigeria, the British people came and they took over the country. They colonized it. And they started to make all the rules for the Nigerian people. And one of the rules that the British people made, let's see what you guys think about this. They said, Nigerians, every night at 6 o'clock at night, you need to be off the streets and inside your homes, and you're not allowed to come out again till the next morning. That's called a curfew. And they said even on Saturday nights, you need to be in your house at 6 o'clock and you can't come out. So show me with your thumbs. You think that was a great idea, or do you think the Nigerians didn't like that so much? Thumbs up or thumbs down? Yeah, good for you guys. That was a major thumbs down. All right, you can put your thumbs away. So do you know what the Nigerian people did? Well, they wanted to show the British people that they didn't agree with this, but they also didn't want to fight. So do you know what they did? The Nigerian people got together on a Saturday night after 6 o'clock. They went outside on the street when they weren't supposed to, and they sang this song. That's called a peaceful protest. Try this. Bopoado. Bopoado. Good. Fero. Satade. Bopoado. Fero. Satade. Popoado fero satade. Popoado fero satade. Excellent. Now when we sing it, it sounds like this. Popoado fero satade. Try that with me. Popoado fero satade. Same thing again. Popoado fero satade. Popoado, 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 popoado fero satade. Now did you hear how we repeated popoado 4 times? Let's try the whole thing again. Popoado fero satade. Popoado fero satade. Again. Popoado fero satade. Now we sing Popoado 4 times. Popoado, 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 Popoado fero satade. Excellent. Now a friend of mine, she's Italian, and she taught me how to sing this in Italian. Here's how she said to do it. Tu ti ama sabato sera. Italian. Tu ti ama sabato sera. Sing tu ti ama 4 times with me. Tu ti ama, tu ti ama, tu ti ama, tu ti ama. Good. Tu ti ama, you just sang in Italian. Let's try it again in Nigerian. Popoado fero satade. Same thing. Popoado fero satade. 4 times. Popoado, 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 popoado fero satade. You know, I haven't even told you what this means yet, have I? Do you know what the Nigerian people were singing? Well, let's break it down a little bit. There's one word in there that sounds an awful lot like one of our English words. You might have heard it. Let's see, popoado? Nah, not that one. Fero? Probably not. Satade. Satade. Now Now that sounds a lot like one of our days of the week, doesn't it? Saturday. What does that sound like? That's right. Do you know what the Nigerian people were singing? They were singing, "Everybody loves Saturday night." That's what they went out on the street and sang. Everybody loves Saturday night. Now, there's only about one more language I know how to sing this in. But I think what we'll do is, I'm not going to tell you what the language is. I'm going to sing it. We're going to call it the mystery language. And after I sing in the mystery language, if you'd like to take a guess what language it is or what country it came from, I want you guys to quietly raise your hands, and your teacher can call on 3 or 4 of you. You guys have seen one of these before, right? It's called a washboard. Very good. And so every canal boat and every work camp had one of these. This is how people would wash their clothes, right? You get a bucket of soapy water, and it might be the same bucket of water that Grandpa took his bath in, and then your dad took his bath in, and your mom took her bath in, and all the babies took their bath in. And then when all the people were done taking their bath, you still had water left over, you'd throw your dirty clothes in there, and then you'd scrape them on here to get them clean, right? So somebody figured out, so everybody had access to these. These were laying around everywhere. These are regular old sewing thimbles. I'll hold one up real close to the camera, right? So if you take anything metal like a thimble and you scrape it on the metal part of the washboard, it's nice and loud, right? So it's kind of like, you can treat it like a little mini drum set. You can tap out a little rhythm on it. You can play it slow. You can play it fast. You can hit it on the wood. You can pretend you're in the army. So that's the washboard. That was some fun for those canalers. Here's something else. These right here, you'd carry these around in your back pocket. Well, once there were 2 monkeys that could not get along. Every time they argued, they used to sing the song, "Hands up." What do you think the other one said? "Hands down, that's the way it goes. Hands up, hands down, finger on your nose." Well, once there were 2 monkeys that could not get along. Every time they argued, they used to sing the song, "Elbows up, elbows down, that's the way it goes. Elbows up, elbows down, finger on your nose." Yeah, try to remember that's on your nose. I used to have trouble with that. Once there were 2 monkeys that could not get along. Every time they argued, they used to sing the song, "Hair, hair up, hair down, that's the way it goes. Put your hair up, hair down, put your finger on your schnoz." Yeah, you know what your schnoz is, right? It's your nose. Well, once there were 2 monkeys that could not get along. Every time they argued, they used to sing the song, "Ears up, ears down, that's the way it goes. Put your ears up, ears down, finger on your nose and clap your paws." Once there were 2 monkeys that could not get along. Every time they argued, they used to sing the song, "Belly buttons up, belly buttons down, that's the way it goes. Belly buttons up, belly buttons down, finger on your nose and clap your paws." Once there were 2 monkeys who could not get along. Every time they argued, they used to sing this song, "Stand up, carefully sit down, that's the way it goes. Carefully stand up, sit down, finger on your nose and clap your paws." Once there were 2 monkeys that could not get along. Every time they argued, they used to sing the song, "Then that hangs down, that's the way it goes. Hang up, hang down, put that by my trying to say put your finger on your nose and clap your paws and sing it with me this time. Once there were two monkeys that could not get along. Every time they argued, they used to sing the song. Hands up, hands down, elbows up, elbows down, hair up, hair down, ears down, belly buttons up, belly buttons down, stand up, sit down, line up, line down. Put your finger on your toes. Okay, so this is going to be new for most of you guys. Let's try this together. Way ha. All right, not bad. Let's try it again, and this time we're going to give it a little more oomph, like this. Way ha. Good. So when I sing my part, which sounds like this, yo, yo, wee, hey, I want you guys to answer with your part, and you're going to sing way ha, like you just did. Okay? Let's try it. Yo, yo, wee, hey. Yo, yo, wee, hey. Good. And we're going to keep going like that all the way until we get to the end of the song. When we get to the end, we all sing the same part together, which sounds like this. Yo-ho! Try that. All right, excellent. Save that for the end. And on the other parts, you answer with way-ha. Good. All right, let's give it a try. Your first Iroquois song for most of you guys. Yo, yo, wee, hey. 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 Yo-ho! We better try that ending again. You ready? Hey, you guys just sang in Iroquois. Give yourselves a round of applause. Very nice. All right. Now, some of you have a question, I can tell already. You're wondering something. You're thinking to yourselves, or maybe you've even said it out loud, what were we saying, right? What is that we were singing? Because we weren't exactly singing in English, were we? We were singing in an Iroquois language. Iroquois is actually a family of languages, and so we were singing in Seneca. And the song we were singing is a piece of an ancient Seneca song, Iroquois song called the Corn Dance. And traditionally, the Iroquois people would sing that song 2 times every year. So, one big difference between the Northeast, where we just were in the woodlands, and the Southeast is, of course, it's much warmer in the Southeast. And so there's a much longer growing season. They can grow all kinds of things in the South that won't grow up north. Things like citrus fruit and cotton and rice, right? And there's a mountain chain. I'm going to show you one more picture real quick, another map. There's a mountain chain that runs, here are the states without each state being labeled, but here's the Southeast, and there's this mountain chain. I think you can see that running all the way up from the Southeast into the Northeast. If you know the name of those mountains, I want you to say them with me. They're called the Appalachian Mountains. Good, or Appalachian Mountains, they say down south. The mountains really kept people from going back and forth from the Southeast out to the rest of the country. There was a guy who, his job, he lived in North Carolina, down in the Southeast. His job was he worked on the railroad every day. And every day to get to work, he had to climb all the way up one of those big, tall Appalachian mountains and then all the way back down the other side to get to his job at the railroad. And then when his day was over and it was time to go back home, what did he have to do? That's right. He had to go all the way up and back down the other side again. Well, he got really tired of doing that. So he made up a little song about it, and he said, you know, I wish I could be, instead of being a person every day when it's time to go to work, I wish I could be a mole. Do you guys know what a mole is? Yeah, good. So a mole is kind of a rodent. It's an animal that can dig tunnels right through the ground. So he thought if he could be a mole instead of a person, he could dig a tunnel right through that mountain and he wouldn't have to walk up one side and down the other every day. So this is his song. It's called I Wish I Was a Mole in the Ground, from the Southeast. Yeah, and you're right. I'm playing the banjo. Good for you guys. Well, I wish I was a mole in the ground. Said I wish I was a mole in the ground. If I was a mole in the ground, you know I'd root that mountain down. Yeah, I wish I was a mole in the ground. Little Campy wants a $9 shawl. Little Campy wants a $9 shawl. When I come over that hill with a $50 bill, I'm gonna bring her that $9 shawl. And I wish I was a mole in the ground. Said I wish I was a mole in the ground. If I was a mole in the ground, you know I'd root that mountain down. Yeah, I wish I was a mole in the ground. Clap your hands. Well, I don't like that railroad man. No, I don't like that railroad man. That old railroad man, he's gonna cheat you if he can, right down to your last long dime. And I wish I was a woolly boogie bee. Said I wish I was a woolly boogie bee. If I was a woolly boogie bee, I'd live in a cherry tree. Yeah, I wish I was a woolly boogie bee. Clap those hands again. And I wish that I was in first grade. Said I wish that I was in first grade. If I was in first grade, you know I'd really have it made. Yeah, I wish I was in first grade. And I wish that I was in grade 2. Said I wish that I was in grade 2. If I was in grade 2, I'd know just what to do. Yeah, I wish I was in grade 2. And I wish that I was in kindergarten. Said I wish that I was in kindergarten. If I was in kindergarten, I'd probably never say I beg your pardon. I wish that I was in kindergarten. And I wish that I was in grade 3. Said I wish that I was in grade 3. Grade 3, raise your hand. If I was in grade 3, I'd say, yes, I see. I wish that I was in grade 3. How about grade 4? Grade 4 out there? And I wish that I was in grade 4. Said I wish that I was in grade 4. If I was in grade 4, all that homework I would adore. I wish that I was in grade 4. And I wish that I was in grade, let's see, what comes after 5? Said I wish that I was in grade 5. If I was in grade 5, then I'd really be alive. Yeah, I wish that I was in grade 5. 6? Are there any 6th graders out there? And I wish that I was in grade 6. Said I wish that I was in grade 6. If I was in grade 6, I'd live in a cabin in the sticks. Yeah, I wish that I was in grade 6. Now I know that today we've got a lot of 2nd graders out there. I wish I was a 2nd grade boy. Said I wish I was a 2nd grade boy. If I was a second grade boy, all the girls I would annoy. Yeah, I wish I was a second grade boy. And I wish I was a second grade girl. Said I wish I was a second grade girl. If I was a second grade girl, I'd turn each boy into a squirrel. Yeah, I wish I was a second grade girl. And I wish... When you guys were little, when you were kids, do you remember hearing a song called My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean? When I was a kid, I used to hear that song, and I always thought they were saying, my body lies over the ocean, B-O-D-Y, right? Like my body. A bonnie, it's a Scottish term for a loved one, someone that we love, a family member maybe. And so if you think of the song that way, my bonnie, my loved one, lies over the ocean, right? Is in a different country. My loved one lies over the sea. My loved one lies over the ocean. Bring back my loved one to me. So many times when people would first set out for America, what would happen is the man would come first by themselves. They would leave their family behind because they couldn't all afford to come here to try to stake out a new life. And so very often the man would come first, try to find work, start to earn enough money to be able to send some money back to the old country where his family was waiting, and then eventually that family could save up enough money to all travel to America and join and be reunited as a family. And sometimes this took 6, 8 years in order for them to save up enough money to bring the whole family. So think of the song that way. It's really a song of immigration. My Bonnie is across the ocean. Maybe it's the family back home singing it about their father who left. Maybe it's the father in America singing it about his family that he left. Song, if you're not familiar with it, we'll sing it once, and then we're going to play a great game that goes with it. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. So bring back my Bonnie to me. Right? You've heard that. Bring back, bring back. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me, to me. Oh, bring back, bring back. Oh, bring back my Bonnie to me. So that's My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean. Now, you guys like games, right? All right, well, I've got a great game we're going to play, and we're going to need 2 groups. So let's see, what should we do? I've got it. Boys against the girls. It's an age-old matchup. So let's see. We're going to start with the girls. Girls, you're going to be the first group to try to win the game, and then we'll try the boys, and the boys will be the second group to try to win the game. And at least one of you should be able to win. It's actually very simple. What we're going to do is you're going to listen for the B words in the song, the words that begin with the letter B, like Bonnie and bring. When you hear the first B word, if you're in a classroom where you can do this, you're going to stand up, okay? You're going to stay there, stay standing until you hear the next B word, and then you sit down. Stay sitting until you hear the next one, you stand back up. The way you win the game is your whole group stays together, and everybody ends up in the right place at the end, okay? So does that sound easy enough? So stand when you hear the first B word, sit when you hear the next one, and just keep going like that. Okay? So we're gonna, and if you're in a place where you're not going to be able to stand and sit, and you can look to your teachers and they can tell you, you can raise and lower your arm, and that'll work just as well. Okay? So, girls, let's see if you can win the game first. Starting by sitting. Here we go. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Good. My Bonnie lies over the sea. Excellent. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Oh, they're good. So bring back my Bonnie to me. Uh-oh. Some are up and some are down. All right, boys, help me out with this. Girls, nice try, but all right. Girls, excellent attempt. I guess we're going to have the boys show us how to win the game. Boys, can you win the game? All right, let's give it a try. Ready, boys? My I didn't say it yet. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. Good. My Bonnie lies over the sea. My Bonnie lies over the ocean. I think we're gonna win. Bring back my Bonnie to me. Oh no. Boys, some of you are up and some are down. Oh boy, girls, help me out. Boys, nice try, but oh boy, what are we gonna do? Oh, you know what? Luckily, there's one more group we can try. That's right. The teachers, the grown-ups in the room. All right. Let's see how well you guys can speak cowboy and cowgirl. Try this. Kamataya yippee. Kamataya yippee yippee I. Kamataya yippee yippee I yippee a. Kamataya yippee yippee I yippee a. Kamataya yippee yippee a. All right, well, you'll have lots of chances to practice that. This is a real song called The Chisholm Trail. Come gather round, people, sing you a tale all about my troubles on the Chisholm Trail. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yi, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Got a $10 horse, $40 saddle, going for the ropes and longhorn cattle. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yi, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Can you guys go yip? Yip. Yippee, yippee, yi, yippee, yay. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Well, it's cloudy in the west and it looks like rain. My danged old slicker's in the wagon again. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yi, yippee, yay. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. We eat bread and beans most every day. I'd rather be eating that prairie hay. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yi, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Now, these songs were super long. You know why? Well, the song was about the most fun you were going to have all day. So you wanted the song to last as long as possible. Once the song ended, you had to go back to being bored. So I thought what I'd do is, what they would do is, when they ran out of words to sing, they'd make up some more. So the song didn't have to end. So I thought I'd see if I could make up a few right now using some students' names that were sent to me recently. So I'm going to take a look at this list of names and see if I can make up a rhyme, and you'll get the idea. You guys can all do this too. The first name is Hunter. There's a student over there whose name is Hunter. His horse likes football. I wonder if he's a punter. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yi, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. All right, I didn't say these would be great, by the way. Feel free to make up your own with me. The next name is Maya. There's a girl out there whose name is Maya. She likes cheeseburgers and she likes French fries. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yi, yippee, yay. Tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yay. Boy, that really wasn't good, was it? All right, maybe just a few more. Chase. Any Chases out there watching today? If so, Chase, this is for you. There's a guy out there whose name is Chase. He put his horse in a bikini. You should have seen his horse's face. Come a tie-yi, yippee, yippee, yi, yippee, yay.